Hi, this is a single axis motion protester. Not the single, it's the 3-axis. And here's the run screen. I'm going to reset this for a second. We're just going to do one cycle for now. But I do have the control pendant here. All 4 buttons are accessible. It's clamped down with a strap, and I've got a little rubber grommet in there to protect it. Both of the vibration motors are attached, as well as a pad. And this is a 1,000-gram capacity vertical actuator with the ASTM designated finger probe. And we'll come over here, just give you a real quick view of the settings. So we're actually using 1 through 5 on this, which 5 is the last step, so we put a 1 there to designate that. But it just goes off of XY positions. You can define the horizontal speed, the type of press, the vertical speed, and the vertical force in grams. And it has a dwell time setting here and that's how long it will press. That's in milliseconds, so I've got everything set to 1,000 milliseconds, which is a second. So let's go back to the main screen here. Make sure it's at home. We're just going to do one. I'm going to reset all the statistics. It does have a statistics page, so it shows all your settings, plus the maximum velocity that it actually detected during testing, and the average time that it took. And that's something we can export through a file import and export through the USB when we're done testing, along with all the settings. It's on that setting page. So it's ready to go. I'm going to hit start cycle. Before we do, I'm going to explain one issue that we have. When it presses these buttons, after it's done pressing and it lifts up, it must jog a slight bit. So when it's done pressing and it lifts up, it's actually activating the button a second time. I think it's doing it on every one of them. I don't know if that's an issue with the actuator or with the keypad itself, but I'm going to have my controls guy look at the actuator data and see if it has a slight jog at the end. But so you're going to see that when we press it, this will turn, I think blue is the first color, and then as it lifts up, it changes to the next one. So I compensated that for that in the programming, but I haven't figured out why yet, so I'll figure that out. So we're going to hit go to start, and it's going to run one cycle. So it's going to press, lifts up, press, so, and then the next one, press the cycle through its settings. It's going to turn it off, turn the heat on, and cycle through its settings. And it's going to go back home. So that's one complete cycle of all those steps. And everything seems to be operating correctly other than that double hit, which I will figure out. So it completed one cycle. I'm going to reset, clear that out. I'm going to make it return home. And then you can change this to however many settings you want. Hit start, and then it'll cycle through the settings. So right now, it's waiting 1 second before it lifts up and it presses. And we can change that. We can change it on the fly, actually. I'm going to go to our step editor and hit edit. So that first step, if we wanted to, where it says dwell time, I can change that to 3 seconds if I wanted, 3,000 milliseconds. So it's now set at 3. So on that first button, it will change to 3 seconds. Just doing with this cycle. It's going home. It's going to come back. Now holds for 3 seconds. 2001, 2003, and it moves on, and all the others are still set in 1 second. As far as the maximum dwell time, I was taking a look at that. It appears it's 32,767, which would be 32.7 seconds. That may just be a setting. We may be able to increase that if you need more time to dwell. That's what it's set at. So anyway, so that's all for this demonstration. I'll do the other one here soon, and might do a quick video on how to set the XY locations.